Let's talk a little bit about spiritual friendships. I am back from a 3 days spiritual gathering with few of my spiritual friends, and I thought I would speak a little bit about this connections that we start growing with other people who are also going on the path. For me, it was a very relaxing experience with these people. You can feel the vibes of the people when you are on the same path, when you are in the same vibes, you feel it. You don't even have to talk with people. When you are with that kind of people, it's like you are connected without even uttering a word. So that's a very interesting and very extraordinary experience. You don't have to know about the other people, you don't have to know their names or where they are from or their private situations or whatever, what they are doing, whatever. You just start having a deep connection with them, with the feeling. You feel them. I find it that's a very different way of connecting with people like we did in the past. In the past, we were like looking for the physical things or physical aspects or trying to match with our experiences or our hobbies or what we like or the mentally constructed phenomena. We try to connect with people like that. But when you are in this path, you start connecting with people, you start synchronizing with people without all these mentally constructed views. That is very liberating. That is very there's a lot of freedom in this kind of connections. The other thing that I have noticed is that in normal life, people are all the time judging the others. They judge themselves. They find faults in themselves. They find that we are ourselves, we are not good enough. And when we are like that, we project to the outside world also from that view, that point of view, and we find also all the time this fault finding mind is trying to find faults on other people. It's very judgmental, this mind. So all the time judging and trying to find faults in other people, all the time commenting about other people's physical appearances or what they are thinking or how they are behaving, all these things. So when you meet people who are in the same vibes, when you are meeting people who are also having this idea, this realization about the mind, how the mind works and how the thoughts are working and how all this mentally created world works, then you feel very light. When you feel very light with these people, there's not much heaviness. Even when you talk with them, there's no heaviness. The words are not that heavy. You just talk, whatever is coming to your heart, you just talk with them and you listen to them with your heart, you talk to them with your heart, and it is very interesting experience. The other thing is, what I was thinking about the judgmental thing. I found it there are no judgments. There are no judgments coming from these connections. You can really feel it. even if you have some kind of fault, they are not attacking you as a person and making you as a person as a faulty thing. There's two different things in this what I'm trying to tell. One thing is, all the time when someone is doing something wrong, we are calling them, we are putting this label on them and saying, okay, you are a thief, if you are a murderer, if you murder someone. So we have this kind of labels for people. When we see that someone is doing something, we make labels. But is it really, can we really call them as a robber when someone steals something, when someone stole something? Or is it someone who did at that moment something like stealing, but only for that moment? So we can't call him a lifetime, we can't give them a title like a lifetime thief. He is someone who stole something at some point in their life. He is someone who got angry, really angry, and killed someone at a certain point in their life. It's not a murderer. A murderer is when you are labeling someone and then making a fixed name, and then you are then you have made that person to a fixed thing. You can't put people in fixed boxes. We are all people with some kind of faults. The point is to understand that. The point is to know that we are not the fault. At some point, we have done something. We have said a lie. We have taken something from someone. That doesn't make us a lifetime thief or a lifetime liar or a lifetime cheater. We can't judge people like that. So when we are with this kind of spiritually grown people, you feel that there is no judgment coming from them. Even if you have a fault, they would talk about the fault, but they wouldn't personalize it with yourself. That is the difference. In normal world, we personalize the fault and saying you are wrong, you are a wrong person. The difference is you are a person who has done this wrong thing. When you see it from that perspective, it's very light. It is not making you a permanent wrongdoer. We are not permanent wrongdoers anyways. There's nothing permanent anyways. Everything is temporary. So according to the changing mindsets, we are doing things. So we can't call someone a permanent thief or permanent liar. So I found it very interesting, this kind of meetings, because you get the opportunity to connect with people and to feel the vibes and feel how they treat each other, and this freedom that you feel with them. It's a very different kind of vibes. You feel it and you feel happy, and you can be yourself with them. When we are dealing with the normal world, with the people who are not awakened, we are all the time, we have to act. We have to act according to the characters that we have been given from the society. But when you are with a group of people who are spiritually awakened, they can be in different step of the awakening process, but they are in some kind of some levels of this awakening process. So when you are with these people, with this kind of friends, you don't have to act. You don't have to put on a mask. You can take away all your masks and be yourself. You can be free. No one is judging you. You have that feeling that this person, they are not going to judge me. I can be myself. That's a very that brings a very deep relief in everyone's heart. You can feel it when you. I felt that in this group this last 2-3 days. So spiritual friends are very important because they are the ones who are helping you on the path. Some might be in a higher step, some might be in a lower step. The one in the higher step can guide you to come to where he is, because he can see, he can tell us all the because he came through this path, he know what can go wrong and what can you feel at this moment, what you will experience at this moment, what you will realize at this moment. He can guide you. And the one who are in another step lower than you, then you can help them to come to your step. You can guide them also to come to your step. So it is without spiritual friends we can't go on this path. Spiritual friends are very important. We become our own spiritual friend with the time, best one. But all the people, all the other spiritual friends around us, the outside ones, they are also helping us on the path. The other thing is that you don't have to maintain these relationships. That is the one we have with other friends. In normal friends, we have to maintain the relationships. We have to write them messages, we have to write them emails, we have to call them, we have to keep in touch with them. But with spiritual friends, there's nothing to maintain. Whenever you see them, whenever you talk with them, you are there, you are connected. You don't have to do things to maintain a relationship. You don't have to write things all the time to remember, to remind them that you are there or whatever. These connections are deeper than that, so there's nothing to maintain. So these are few insights that I got from spiritual gathering that I had.